Hello everyone and welcome back to Tratters. So today's video we're going to be discussing the world of Roblox RP, which is actually not too bad. Now this is text RP. If you don't know what text RP is, let's discuss that really quickly, and then we're going to jump into the positives and negatives, and we're also going to have some conversations with this how the game works and how text RP in Roblox is actually okay, but it just doesn't work and is just not good enough to be your main roleplay source, not only for content but just for overall enjoyment. I also have dyslexia, so this video will be a little bit difficult as this is text RP, not voice RP, because it is Roblox. And yeah, that's just something I thought I'd make very clear. Dyslexia is definitely contributing to my bad spelling here, and therefore I don't know. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy this video. It might be a little bit of a long one today, and we're going to just run into the details of Roblox text RP on Brookhaven. Enjoy. Alright, so RP is basically role-playing. You role-play as a different character. Now, often it is RP, meaning you use your voice in GTA or Red Dead Redemption. Those are both RP games with in-game voice chat. There is also some servers like that with text RP, which is what this one is classified as text RP, as you are role-playing with the chat. Now, you're never going to find a voice chat role-play game on Roblox because, the way they use the chat is genuinely that being through their chat system. You can't add mods when you make games. I've tried to make a few games myself, installing their maker for Tratters as a franchise, but sadly that was unable to work. And I think the different thing about text RP to normal RP is you have to be good at spelling, and for people with dyslexia that's not easy. So I was always going to do the normal RP. The other downside to normal RP is just for and this is just for people who don't understand it, is they often over 18 servers. So if you want to be on them, you have to either be close to 18 or just about 18. And some of them don't police it. Some of them, there's no way of them really actually proving without seeing your birth certificate. And that's that. But at the end of the day, you try to follow the rules. But with this roleplay, I'm pretty sure everyone's probably like freaking 7 years old. You know what I mean? Like they don't chat. They just kind of press the buttons on the iPad, and that's the thing I don't like about this platform as a game, is they're all really, really young kids. Now, personally, I think that's not too bad. But I also think that I just also think that this text RP could genuinely be a lot better. But basically, RP is role playing as a character that's not yourself. So now you know what RP is. I think it's about time to go into the pros of the Roblox text RP. The only pros I can really find is there's some actually really good RPers on Roblox. With this Roblox, or Roblox Brookhaven. I don't think we see enough of that in Brookhaven, though. Another big positive, it is actually a good environment to connect in. It's a good game to just, get in a Discord call with some friends and, muck around and play in the game. Another pro, I suppose, of it is text RP, and you can have moments of good RP within the game. Those are the only real pros I can find in the game, and this is a voiceover just for the record, as I actually forgot to say any pros in the main video. But yeah. Okay, so now let's get into the cons, and unfortunately there are a lot of cons in Roblox text RP, or Brookhaven specifically. We know, and most of us know, that Roblox is dominated by kids under 10 years old, mostly, because it's pretty much, it's easy to play. You just tap and, there's so many different games in one game. It's a good environment, but when it comes down to, finding a life sim game for these, really, really young kids, they don't understand that it's actually RP, and you're supposed to be chatting, you're supposed to be connecting, you're supposed to create a name for yourself in the RP world. Unfortunately, that is they're unable to do that at the age of under 10. So that means most players on Brookhaven are definitely not going to be chatting. Another massive con is you don't save your house. I think would be an awesome idea to be put on a server, not just having one international server, I believe. Having 10, 20 different ones where you get put onto this certain one, and then you get to build your character from that, from up within that region or that server that you play in, because every single time you're basically creating a new character every single time you log in. I've got one more con before we get on to how to make it different. Is just kids just come out of roleplay, even if they can spell, or they're older than 10, or they're good. I mean, I can't really spell, but I can spell good enough, and they just come out of roleplay. They just people were talking about Canada and their dad being a YouTuber a couple days ago when I logged on. So honestly, there's a lot of cons, but there's some pros. But yeah, anyway, now let's move into the how to change the pros and cons, or not how to change the pros and cons, how to make the Roblox roleplay experience better. Okay, guys, so now that I am parked nice and properly, I'm going to have a bit of a chat about what you can do to improve the roleplay on Brookhaven. Now, the best thing you can do to improve the roleplay in Brookhaven is close the chat. It's the easiest thing to do. Close the chat when you're not near anyone that is RPing. Maybe the messages are piling up and, you're interested. There's also some very busy hours on the servers. I can't tell you specific times because you have different time zones, but think about weekends. Think about, sort of in the evening to morning on weekends or public holidays like it is today. Those will be the busiest days. But how you can improve it is by not using this as a chat zone with your friends. I understand little kids maybe using Roblox as a chat area for their friends, but personally, I reckon jump on Discord or Skype or whatever you're using and just get on that. That makes a lot more sense. That will improve the roleplay for people such as myself who want RP. Now, if you don't actually think this is RP and you think, I don't think it's meant to be RP, and I think you're wrong. The name of the game is Brookhaven RP. You can't actually misuse that. It is roleplay. I'm pretty sure everyone is relatively aware. Oh, we got a guy behind us who might, come in with roleplay here. But, yeah, you do those two things. Another thing I say is do a job, commit with a job. Do all of that stuff. Role-playing as a cop can be very difficult, especially with someone with dyslexia, such as myself. But personally, I think this will improve over time as people who play Roblox will get older and people who play Brookhaven will start to understand the world of text RP. But guys, like I said, if you want to use this as a chat zone, me and some of my friends from a little while ago, we would be jumping on Brookhaven quite a bit to muck around with some of the RP that is on the server, and it used to be really good. Now, once I jump back on, as you guys can only see in the time that I reopened the chat, there's only been 8 new messages, which means it's actually a pretty low time of the day to be playing Roblox. Now, this is actually one of the higher times, or one of the higher times to be playing Brookhaven, but it just doesn't seem to be working too well. Now, guys, Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I have been playing this a little bit recently, mainly for this video, because I want the roleplay to improve. I want this to be a better environment for people who want to actually do RP. Now, I personally don't have a good enough computer to run text RP on GTA or Red Dead Redemption. So if you would like to support me with that, go ahead and subscribe. It would definitely change the channel and my life. But that's, optional. You guys can do that. That's all up to you. And, like the video while you're at it. Hashtag ad. But at the end of the day, I think the RP needs to improve. I've thought this would be just how it was those years ago. They've added some things, like you can have houses, which has always been in the game, but they've added some extra things. I think it's kind of interesting. But yeah,